Well, welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to Digital Fundraising with the Vortex, the Surge 365 Vortex. My name is Rick Reese, and I'll be your presenter today. And I just want to inspire pastors, business owners, individuals looking for a way to create an additional income. And we're going to be talking about the Surge 365 Vortex and how powerful a tool it is for fundraising. And you may be looking for a great tool that you can raise money during these times. And I truly, truly believe the consumer is all powerful. The way we choose to spend our dollar can fix absolutely every problem out there. So I've got a few slides I'm going to be sharing with you. And so let me just share with you some of the thoughts that I have on the Vortex and why it's such a powerful tool. So let's take a look. The Vortex, fundraising. I'm a community builder, so I'm always looking for ways that we can raise money to go into our communities and to truly make a difference. And I got to tell you, you have no money, you have no power. Just meeting after meeting. In fact, you've heard me say before, I'm not attending another meeting where they have no money, because it's just going to be great conversation. Let's go to the next meeting. I also don't believe necessarily in boycotts. I'm going to show you a tool that allows us to harness and redirect wealth, like the harnessing the Niagara Falls and using it to turn the mighty turbines of change. But let's take a look. The Vortex, fundraising with the Vortex. Truly, this is a paradigm shift. It's revolutionary. And that's why I'm bringing it to you. So let's take a look at the Vortex, ladies and gentlemen. Travel more, save more. Now, everything begins with a vision. And so when I'm talking to pastors, I'm talking to nonprofit CEOs, I'm talking to business owners. What's your vision? What's your cause, your ministry? What is your calling? Even individuals that have a calling but no money. Do you need funding? Are you looking for ways to raise revenue? Well, your struggle is over. Our new travel program can provide a fresh and consistent stream of funding for virtually any organization, church, school, or business. Now, imagine even now, as people are coming out of this pandemic, kind of sort of, you know people right now who are traveling, they're flying, they're staying in hotels. Imagine them being able to book that trip through a free link 24/7. You don't have to manage it, and you earning when they book. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the Vortex. Well, Rick, what's the Vortex? The Vortex is a booking engine. It's a travel search engine. Much like Expedia, Travelocity, we're just giving them the boot as the middleman. Your supporters get this free complimentary link, and they can register. And that's the same hotels, cruises, car rentals. It's just connecting to the very same vendors, that very same hotel. But here's the difference. You earn when they save. 60% of whatever they save, and they will save, comes back to you. Why give that money to someone else? So when I see the Vortex, I see a tool that allows me to harness and redirect wealth 24/7, 365 days out of the year, perpetual funding solution. It can even go viral. It's an international link. But take a look at this. Supporters save up to 60% on hotels when they book. Your organization earns 60% of whatever they save. Now, Disney is open again. And believe me, people are going to Disney. They're flocking to Disney. And so let's say they need a hotel. And they go online through the Vortex and they find the hotel they were going to book anyway. They save $67 because the Vortex saves them money. You earn 60% of what they save, folks. That's powerful because you don't have to manage this. $40 coming back to the organization. So let's say New York City, and people are going to New York City, and they save $125 on that hotel. They're planning to book right now. You earn $75. Now, where does that money normally go? You guessed it. It goes to Expedia, it goes to Priceline, it goes to all the others. This is simply a tool that allows you to participate. Our business model is simple. So Expedia and Priceline, by the way, Expedia and Priceline own all the other companies out there. The online booking companies are owned by either Expedia or Priceline, and they actually set the public rate. So they spend 885 million a year in advertising. That's $10.6 billion last year. So here's our model. Rather than paying for clicks and commercials, we pay you instead. Again, the consumer is all powerful. This just makes sense to me. Now, it's more effective for us because we pay only for results when somebody books, but it's way better for you because now you have a tool that allows you to harness and redirect wealth. Okay, I want you to think about this. Currently, you have people in your congregation, people in your organization, people in your business that are booking online. Who goes to travel agents anymore? Where are they booking? Who are they paying? Expedia, Trivago, Priceline, Travelocity, Orbitz. Well, Expedia gross bookings last year over $85 billion. Folks, that's huge. They're in cahoots, Expedia and Priceline, in cahoots with the hotels, even going there directly. The Vortex, truly a perpetual funding solution, whether it's a member benefit. So you may have an organization and you may say, okay, because you're part of this organization, here is a free link that you can use to book your travel. And of course, they're going to save just because you're part of this organization. 60% of what they save when they book that hotel comes back as a passive fundraiser. You may be a ministry. Get the free Vortex link out to your entire congregation. When you book, go through this free complimentary link. In fact, you can go to our website and register. Now, 60% of what you save comes back as a fundraiser. That just makes sense to me. You may be an individual that's looking to help people save money, family and friends. Give them the free Vortex link. Let them book. Everybody self-books. 60% comes back. You may be a business. Now, we work with businesses to show them how to turn travel expenses into revenue. Save a ton of money. Warren Buffett, we all know Warren Buffett. Top 5 of the guys who make the most money. Things you like to do should be a hobby of yours, but things the world does should be a business of yours. Everyone right now is poised, ready to travel. They have cabin fever. I know you do. I do too as well. Travel, world's largest industry. A lot of people are going to be taking road trips, domestic travel, getting out to see nature. It's essential to the world economy. Whether it's this year or next, travel will return. The demand for travel will explode. In fact, it's actually exploding now. People are booking trips now for next year so they can get the lowest rates. Those canceled vacations, believe you me, they will be rescheduled. The weekend getaways, folks are getting out now. Family vacations, resorts, cruises, Vegas is opening back up, Disney, billions will be made. But you must be a consumer unless you have a tool that allows you to participate. The Vortex is one such tool. Making money in travel, never been easier. Your customers, your members, your supporters, your employees, register for the free Vortex link. It's owned by the company or whomever the owner is, and they can book the same hotels, same cruises, same cargo. Everything is the same. We're just giving Expedia and others the boot as the broker middleman. You earn what they save, folks. Wow, that's a profit that Expedia makes. Last year, $85 billion. And this can be substantial recurring income for your organization. So Rick, I hear you. What's the Vortex? The Vortex is a free complimentary link. It's a website. Send everyone to the website. They register. And the reason they register, we're taking it out of the public space. Any booking company in the public space has to honor something called parity. They have to be basically the same prices or near around the same prices set by Expedia and Priceline, who own all the other companies. Yeah, they've got a lock on it. But because we're private, they register first name, last name, email address, make up a password, confirm a link in the email, and they're in. They have this site for life. Book hotels, resorts connecting to the very same vendors. You like vacation homes, book them right through the Vortex, same industry. Brenda and I, we love cruises, cars, flights, activities, and we beat the big guys because the Vortex has an algorithm. When you book, it goes out and it looks at the Expedia set price, the price of parity, and it comes in up to 60% less. You earn 60% of whatever they save. Folks, that's huge to me. We call it click and order fundraising. So imagine earning 60% of the members what they save. Folks, that's huge. If you have 50 people that are going to that free Vortex link and they book their travel, they save, let's say on that hotel, an average of $50, you just raised $1,500. 100 people. They save, let's say $50. You just raised $3,000. Folks, this is a perpetual funding solution. My goal is to harness and redirect the billions of dollars in the industry with the Vortex. 500 people. Well, Rick, we have an organization, 5,000 strong. Okay, well, let's say 500 of them really believe in the vision of the house and they book their travel, even now. Folks, that's money coming in. And let's say they save $50. That's $15,000. See, you want to put this tool in place now while people are just starting to stir. Now and next year, have it in place and you're good to go, because truly we call it the ultimate fundraiser. I want you to really think about this slide. If only 20% of the member base took one trip, even for the pandemic, one trip, and they save $50. Check this out. If you are a ministry of 1,500 people, just 20% of the 1,500, what's that, 300? And they save $50, that's $9,000 coming back. What would you do with $9,000 rescued from going away from you to now come to you? If you're an association of 10,000 members, 20% of the 10,000, 2,000, and they say $50, one trip, that's 60,000. Or you're a nonprofit of 80,000 members, just 20% of that, 480,000. You may be a ministry or an alumni association of 175,000. 20% of that, 35,000, saving $50. See, now you can see why Expedia makes so much money. That's $1 million, folks. Huge. The industry, the pie on the table. We're going after it. I'm a community builder. We need money held in place because we have no money. So I think digital travel sales 2018, $704 billion. Imagine getting a piece of that pie. Last year, $762 billion. Imagine getting a piece of that pie. You have to be a consumer unless you have a tool to harness and redirect that wealth. The Vortex is such a tool to connect your members and supporters to the very same travel vendors. But instead of the travel vendors paying someone else, now you get paid. That just makes sense to me. And here's the opportunity. 7.7 billion people. When has this ever happened in history with that number? 7.7 billion people quarantined, locked down at the same time, pretty much on the same timeline. Whether this fall, whether the next year, they will be traveling. Now imagine getting the free Vortex link out to the world. It's an international link, converts into multiple languages. They book through that link. Everybody books online. 24/7, 365 days out of the year, they book that hotel that they're going to stay at, that resort that they're going to stay at. 60% of whatever they save comes back to your organization. They're happy. It's a win-win. They save, you earn. Rick, so what do I do? This sounds fantastic. Okay. What we want to do is we want to sit you down. We want to get you started, and we want to organize a campaign. Everything starts with registration, just like voting. If people don't vote, by the way, get out and vote. If people don't vote, if they don't register, they don't vote. And so this starts pretty much the same way. And so we sit down with the organization, the pastor, the CEO, the business owner, and we identify a campaign manager for the Vortex. And here's something that is critical. This is driven by purpose. What are you trying to accomplish? Something that touches deep, that you cannot do, your organization, your church, your business, your nonprofit cannot do. We must do this. What is the purpose for the funds? And then how much do you need? Rick, I only need 5,000. Rick, I only need 500,000. Rick, I need $1 million or $10 million for this building project that we have going. That's what I've got. And then we get the registration. We have a campaign to register everyone you know within your organization, outside your organization, international. They book through that free link. All the transactions that happen on that link, the business comes back to you. That profit comes back to you instead of going to someone else. And we set a deadline to complete the Vortex registration. Now is a good time to get that link out before the world is released to travel again. I know I'm ready to go. I had a cruise this year. We had to reschedule it to next year. But folks, you want to be in position. It's all about positioning. So let's wrap up. We'll wrap up with these benefits. Generate funds from an existing network of members and supporters. Again, it's all about positioning. As an organization, come on board. Let's get the link out to the world. Get paid for performance and productivity. There's no glass ceiling on earnings. This is just, I'm a military guy. This is just logistics. This is how goods and services and travel get to a global market space. Get paid for what you do. Low participation rate still produces significant revenue. Now here's something that's huge. Accountability is huge. There are reports that are generated that track everything. Download those reports, hand them to your accountant, and away you go. Now, I really like this one, and you will too. Online bookings and changes are handled directly with the travel vendors. So when they book through the Vortex, even more so than Expedia or Priceline, they're working with Southwest Airlines customer service, Carnival Cruise customer service, Avis Car Rental customer service. They're not calling you, which is good. They're working with those customer service vendors. Now, travel cash rewards are paid by the travel vendors, not your supporters. I really like that one also because we're doing something different with the profit that Expedia keeps 100%. That last year makes them 85 billion. We're saying no, the profit paid by the vendors. Let's pass on a savings to the person that's booking up to 60% on that hotel. And then let's pay 60% of whatever is saved to the owner of the Vortex. That is access, folks. Me as a community builder, for me, that's access. Consumers are all powerful. The way consumers can choose to spend their dollar can fix absolutely everything. That's huge. I like this one too. I don't like to work in fundraising. I don't want to stand on no street corners with a car wash sign, no chicken dinners, no bake sales. The campaign requires virtually no management overhead. This is point them to a free link. Hey, when you get ready to book, whether this year or next, or even the next year, whatever it is, book through this link. Why? Because you're going to save money over the public rate called parity, and 60% of whatever you save whenever you decide to book supports the causes that you believe in. It's not contractual. If it's working, you keep going. There's no long-term commitment. If it's not, you simply stop. And so, ladies and gentlemen, get back with the person that invited you to this presentation and activate your vortex for your organization, for your church, for your business. You know, save that 60%, up to 60%, and then earn 60% of whatever is saved. That's revenue coming in if you're a business. And then let's sit down and have a conversation about a campaign. And we'll put together a campaign to get the word out, folks. Here's what I know. It is past time to fund your cause. And the color of power is green. No money, no power. It's just as simple as that. I'm in the community, and that's one of the things I found. No money, no power, just promises. Get back with the person that has invited you and say, hey, I want to see more. I want to see that vortex. I want to see the example of some of the savings that I can realize through the vortex. Of course, we encourage you to get started now. Within Surge 365, we have something called the Travel Owner Package that includes the vortex and so much more. $4.99 one time, $99.95 monthly. Limited stimulus offer right now. Come on board. 2 months of not paying the $99.95. You may not be Barry Diller. Barry Diller purchased Expedia back in the day, 2001. $17 billion for Expedia. $1 million a week to manage it, to maintain it. You may not have that kind of money. The vortex puts you in that market space immediately. Whew, that's huge, folks. We also have the travel income package, $299, and that also includes the vortex as well, and the travel agency access. And so, but either one of these, folks, come on board. Get back with the person that invited you, and we say, come on board today. This is very, very powerful. As a community builder myself, I'm always looking for ways that we can bring revenue in. Again, no money, no power, no matter how you cut that. And I mean, one of the things that we need is money. And then no matter what your cause is, you may be a church, you may be an organization, you may be a business, you need money. And what better way, what easier way, I believe, than to use the vortex to harness and redirect the pandemic travel that's about to explode. Don't watch it go by you. Don't let that money escape you. Get back with the person that invited you. Take a look at the vortex and come on board today. Thanks for your time. Thanks for your attention. I love sharing this insider information. It just excites me so. Get back with the person that invited you and come on board today. God bless you. Enjoy the rest of your day.